welcome to another broadcast by yours truly, Elita. And here we are delving into more of the game, and the first thing I did before starting the broadcast was buy some new furnishings. If you go to Ishgard in the Foundation, you will be able to buy some new portraits. So those were the ones that were available before. You have like the Destroyer, the Keeper, the Trader and the Builder. Now you get to have the Scholar, the Wanderer, and upstairs you had the Matron and the Keeper, I think. You get the Navigator now. You get the Lover. No, that one was the Fury, wasn't it? That was it. No, the Fury's over here. The Fury and the Spinner. So you get all of the 12 now as things you can buy. Actually, I can. If I can. Mounted, so you now have access to all of these. These 6 you had before, so these 6 are the new 6 that we got with the new patch. So now that we've had a wee look at them, we can now advance with story. Well, first of all, let us go and seek out the new jobs, because they will be fun to give a little go and see how they play. So here we go. Enter the Viper. I'll just make sure that this is broadcasting okay. Yep, it is broadcasting fine. Good, good. Enter the Viper. Assisting this Weaver could be the beginning of a whole new adventure. So we get Soul Viper. Oh my god, that crystal looks awesome! Weathered Snakebite Attire Coffer and Weathered Twin Fangs. You're an adventurer, yes? There's a spot of bother over at the Weavers Guild, and we could use a hand sorting it out. We received an order for a full ensemble, but now that the work's been completed, the client refuses to pay. Mind you, I had my suspicions from the start. He calls himself a Viper of all things. In my experience, people who name themselves as their snakes are not to be trusted. Oh, I guess you don't like the twin adders then. In any case, he carries a pair of swords on his back, and I hate to think what would happen if he started wielding them in anger. Could you head to the guild and smooth things over? I don't much like the look of those swords he carries, though he'd still be quite intimidating without them. Apparently there's a configuration setting. Weaver's Guild. How do I turn on this thing? There should be a thing that allows you to turn off people, but I'm not sure how to do it. How do I make people disappear? Okay, that did not help. Okay, that does not help either. Okay, I guess we are just going to have to continue normally, because it doesn't make it super obvious how to turn off people. Maybe custom? That's just text windows. Let's put UI settings. Ah, there we go. Hide nearby players when close to quest NPCs. Hide nearby players when interacting with quest NPCs. There we go. Alright, so it's in general. And it's right down at the bottom. There we go. There we go, it makes this much easier. Despite my best efforts to reason with him, he keeps going on and on about vipers or some such. What am I to do?
Good evening to you, stranger. I was hoping I might make the acquaintance of someone a bit rough around the edges, someone who's seen her fair share of action. Could you tell me what prey is worth hunting here in these parts?
Have you any idea what he's talking about? I took no issue with fulfilling his order, but now that it's time for him to pay, it's as though we're talking at cross purposes.
Likewise, I don't understand why this fella's being so difficult. All I'm asking for is the outfit I ordered in the name of some critters worth killing. Maybe I ought to explain from the beginning. I'm from Tural, a big old continent on the other side of the Celt west of here. You've been there, I reckon. You might have seen others who wield the dual blades, or vipers as we're traditionally known. Our duty is to hunt ferocious beasts that endanger the lives of innocent folk. In fact, that's what brought me here. Thing is, all that fighting and long days on the road ain't been too kind to my gear. Reckoned it was high time I got me a new get-up, bespoke and all.
Fascinating, I'm sure, but why do you refuse to pay for your order? And why are you so insistent that I choose my prey?
'Cause how else am I supposed to pay you? Do us a favour and we'll hunt down any beast you want. That's the code. How we vipers do business.
Weavers prefer more conventional forms of compensation.
That's so. So you're saying they want something else instead?
Payment commensurate with skill and materials required. In guild, preferably.
Well, didn't see that one coming. Guess that explains our little misunderstanding.
But surely your countrymen takes trade in some sort of currency, yes? Or are you vipers so far removed from societies to be unaware of such concepts?
Of course we know what money is. We ain't no bumpkins. But when it comes to requisition goods and services, I usually rely on the elders to deal with artisans and the like. Which is to say, I ain't in the habit of carrying significant sums.
I can pay for it. So be it. If your only form of payment is the slaying of beasts, that shall have to do. As it happens, one of my colleagues in Eastern Thanalan reports that merchants carrying our supplies were attacked by a wild fiend. What's more, the creature is a species of many-headed scaleskin. Never before seen in this region, it is rumoured to have escaped from the Colosseum and has been running rampant ever since.
Scaly? Lot of heads. Alright, you got yourself a deal.
Deal? Considering the guild has already fulfilled its end of the bargain, you should count yourself lucky. Still, I'd hate for anything to go awry at this juncture. Might I ask a favour of you, friend? I'd like you to accompany him and ensure that he attends to the creatures as agreed. Besides, I dare say seeing a so-called viper at work will be an enlightening experience.
The name's Keshkwa. Pleasure to meet you.
creature was last seen near Camp Drybone, so I advise you to begin there. It would appear that the Viper fellow has already departed for Camp Drybone. I do hope he knows the way, or at least has a good sense to ask for directions.
So, this is Camp Drybone, huh? Fitting name. Anyway, you ready to hunt? What's that look for? Oh, let me guess, you want to ask around first, see if anyone can point us in the right direction. No need, the Weaver's friend told me plenty. All we gotta do is track down the beast, which is a Viper's speciality. It went after traders carrying tailors' materials. Bolts of cloth and whatnot don't sound none too tasty to me, so I'm guessing the merchants themselves the beast had its eye on. Most predators use their sense of smell to pick out their meals. Scents carry on the wind, so you got to consider the positions of the rocks and plants to determine how the air tends to flow through an area. Ain't too hard to deduce where a critter's made its lair after you've done all that. Damn, my character's face looks so soft now. Oh my god, my eyes look so blooming beautiful. Yep, that's a big one. Mean looking too. Must be wreaking havoc on the food chain. Never mind the danger it poses to the locals. Well, time to do what a Viper does best. That's that. So, do you like the show? Don't play coy. I can see you're intrigued. But before I spill all my secrets, I got a question for you. Ever heard of a Dawntrail Elita? Thought not. Well, they're a rare breed of beast that wields all kinds of powers they got no right to having. A threat to every other living thing that has the termicity to breathe in their vicinity. Because of their long lifespans and unnatural abilities, they were dubbed the Tyrants of Dawntrail. That's more or less what the name means. Anyway, someone's gotta hunt the Dawntrail Elita, and that someone is us, the Vipers. You know, I've met a fair few adventurers during my time here, but I can tell you're a cut above the rest. Might even have what it takes to be a Viper. If you're interested, I can teach you, on one condition. You'll help me hunt down a Dawntrail Elita that's made its way to Rosia. What do you say?
Sure.
Ha, hell of a thing to ask out of the blue, I know. Just think on it some, will you? Let's head back on to Ul'dah and tell the Weaver fella we're square. The journey will give you some time to consider my offer.
Damn, I gotta get a closer look at my character's eyes. They glow so much in the dark. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. A little guy, but I'm guessing he's around here somewhere.
I just gave our Weaver friend the good news, and he handed over this set of fancy duds, as promised. Gotta say, it was worth the trouble. So, about my offer. You ready to become a Viper and protect folks from the nastiest beasts that have ever lived?
Sure.
A mighty fine answer. I'll make a Viper of you, just see if I don't. First order of business, let me give you this here soul crystal. It contains knowledge of our fighting arts, passed down since ancient times from one generation of Vipers to the next. Assuming you've got a knack for it, our skills can be yours too. I've also got a fresh set of Viper gear for you. The Weavers Guild wanted to thank you for overseeing our hunt earlier, so they made you your very own outfit. Guess that fella took your measurement by eye or something. Oh, and the blades are a couple of spares I had handy. Try it all on for size, and let me get a look at you while you're at it.
Viper unlocked. Gear set list. Create new gear set, there we go. Fangs of the Viper. Keshka wonders if you have what it takes to master the art of the Viper.
Well, you sure look the part, but do you feel anything from the soul crystal? Heh, I knew it. Sounds like you got what it takes to be a Viper, but the only way to know for sure is to put your new skills to the test. For that, we need prey. From what I hear, your adventurers have got your own guild, so I'm guessing the folks there all know their best spots for hunting. Let's go see what they can tell us.
Viper sight unlocked. Viper engages enemies manually through the use of 3-step combos. There are primary combos beginning with Steel Fangs or Dread Fangs. The third step can end with one of several weapon skills, each of which grants an effect to strengthen a different combo ending action. To reach these actions require use of specific combo routes. The glow of Viper Sight's blades correspond with the outlining of hotbar icons to indicate the next step in a combo. Following these indicators will help ensure the use of combos that finish with a strengthened attack. This layout. Okay, we are going to my house to set this up, because that looks like complete garbage. Let's see, where are the actions and trades? Right. Actions. That would have made more sense to be 1 then 2, not 2 then 1. What? Okay. Let's see. So it's AoE combo. So let's put the AoE combo there. That's there. Now first of all, let's see what Steel is. So. These are my two main ones. That's a ranged attack, so that can go there. Afflicts target with noxious gash. Increases dirt damage you deal to target by 10%. That's always a good one to have on. Come on, get back to there. Hunter's Coil delivers an attack potency of 500, 550 when executed from the target's flank. Additional effect grants Hunter's Instinct. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Additional effect Hunter's Venom. Increases potency of Twin Fang Bite by 50. I don't know which one's Twin Fang Bite. Right, so these both extend Noxious Gash. That extends Noxious Gash. Right, so the ones that afflict Noxious Gash also extend it. Delivers an attack with potency of 500, 550 when executed from target's rear. Right, okay, so I probably want to have that there and that there, so I remember that one's rear, that one's side. Pit of Dread delivers an attack with potency 200 to all nearby enemies, afflicts target with Noxious Gash, charges 2, so I'll put that there. Hunter's Den delivers an attack with potency 250 to all nearby enemies. Additional effect grants Hunter's Instinct. Grants Fell Hunter's Venom. Upon successfully landing this action, Twin Fang changes to Twin Fang Thresh, and Twin Blood changes to Twin Blood Thresh. I'll put it there for now. All nearby enemies. Grant Swift Scaled. Right, so let's put that there, let's put that there. Let's remove that from the hotbar because we've already got it there. Let's remove that. Uncoiled Fury delivers an attack with potency of 600 to the first enemy, 50% for all remaining enemies. And reawaken. It's the same sort of effect, but it grants 4 stacks of chain. That one has a rattling cost, and that one grants stacks of something. Right, okay, so I guess put Uncoiled Fury there, Be Awakened there. I'll also put them there and there. Abilities: Slither, rush to a targeted enemy or party member's location. Serpent's Tail changes to Death, Rattle, or Last Lash when requirements of execution are met. I have no idea what that means, but I should probably have it on my bar somewhere. Put it there for now. Changes to Twin Fang or Twin Fang. Actually, changes to Twin Blood or Twin Blood Slash. Okay, I'm gonna put these all over here because I have no idea what they do. Grants 1 stack of Rattling Coil. Yep, they seem to be good to have over there. Let's put these over here. Actions that cannot be assigned. Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of reading through these to do. I guess I'll kind of figure these out. Right, get rid of you from there, get rid of you from there. Right, I'm missing a ranged attack there, so... So I have my close range and I got my single target and my multi-target hotbar set up. general. Alright, so I have everything set to hotbar that can be set to hotbar. Let's start with that. Swift Skin and Hunter Sting. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Steel Fangs or Dread Fangs, so that's those two. So that one is that unlocks these two, so increases potency of Flashbang's Fang. Potency of Flank's Jump Strike. I see, so I go that one. Flash Sting Strike. And that increases the potency of Sting Strike, so and that one increases potency of Flashbang's Fang. Flashbang Fang. Increases their potency. Fang's Beam Venom. and death rattle. That's Hunter's Instinct. Grant Swift skills. Okay. The AoE combo is pretty simple. Okay. After successful landing, I think I'm understanding it now. Grant Hunter's Venom. Okay, so let's go to Yomar and get geared up, shall we? If I can figure out where Yomar is, there it is. Let's get this Viper some decent gear. Oh nice, it actually tells you now. It's not an awfully big upgrade, but it's better. A little bit for armor. I do have like a coffer that I can open. Let's see. Right, so first things first, we need accessories. Not domain and magic. Let's see. As I only have 600, I think I'm just going to grab the weapon. Link to glamour plate. There we go. There we go. Let's dye those. Oh, do they have jewel dye? Oh yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, there we go. Now that I think I have things figured out, let us see if we can enter a leveling roulette with this. Of course it's going to take ages, but if I queue up just now, I can do questing whilst waiting. I went right past it. Harry! Hey! Come on, kid. Tell me you don't know any hunting spots.
I already said I don't know anything about beasties. Who are you anyway?
If I take this opportunity, I'll miss out on a better one. It's also overwhelming. Maybe I should mull over the quicksand. If you're after deadly predators, try Spineless Basin. Lately there's been sightings of here-fertile unknown species. Those that slaughter anything that moves, including travelers. What's worse, they work in packs. Even the adventurers hired to call them ended up meeting a sticky end. Spineless Basin is the kind of fiend you're after, but don't blame me if you end up dead.
I already said I don't know anything about beasties. Who are you anyway?
You got a lead already. Maybe there's something to this whole asking around thing after all. Critters not from around these parts, you say? Either they got chased out of their usual habitat, or they were brung here. Either way, that's bad news for folks, unfortunate enough to cross paths with them. The hunting of Tural Vidral is a Viper's most important duty, but that doesn't mean we turn a blind eye to lesser threats. Next stop, Spineless Basin.
I don't know what that man was on about, but who'd want to go looking for monsters anyway? Right, there is one more stop I need to go to before continuing, and that is here. I have a Chloe book to hand in. There are a lot of stories, but they just seem so not like connected with each other or anything. But Chloe knows you tried your bestest for her, so here, take this. Chloe still likes you a lot, you know. I'll grab the poetics for now. Thank you so much for all the stories, Elita. Chloe knows you have more stories than you, so please come back and tell me more, okay? Yay! It's Miss Elita. Can Chloe tell you something? Chloe's been waiting for you for such a long time. Almost forever. Chloe thinks your stories are the bestest stories in the whole wide world. You want a new journal? Can you say pretty please with a rolling berry on top? Alright, well, here you go. I think this is my bestest one yet. Look at my Eurasian letters. I'm sure I got them right this time, I think. What were we talking about? Oh, that's right, this new journal is just waiting to be filled with all sorts of wonderful stories. You'll do that for Chloe, right? If you do, you'll be my bestest friend forever and ever. Let's have a wee looky see if we can get in. Do. No new minions. What you get for the gold ones? Stuff that I pretty much already have. Anything new here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okie dokie. In that case, let us continue with the quest chain. They're adventurers. These here adventurers ran into a whole gaggle of fiends that we're after. They got pretty roughed up, but I saw to their wounds already. Don't you worry. Before we say hello to the troublemakers, I reckon I ought to teach you about the Viper's jewel blades. Our techniques were created for the sole purpose of killing Tural Vidal. Most of them are meaner varieties of things you might encounter in the wild, often with special powers to boot. To stand a chance against these powerful enemies, our ancestors looked to vipers for inspiration, always twisting and turning to find the perfect angle of attack to take down bigger prey. Two blades, for the twin fangs of a viper to wield in tandem and strike with precision. They can also be combined into a single weapon that weaves and sways like the body of a snake. By switching between these stances, the viper has the capacity to adapt to any situation. Now, the prey we're after tonight ain't nowhere as near as fearsome as Terrell for Drow, but they'll give you a chance to test out your new skills. Let me know when you're ready. Oh well. The beasts we're chasing supposedly work in packs. My gut tells me there's a whole bunch of them over by the big old tree. If there are any meaner beasties, they must be biding their time. All I see here is fodder. Though practicing your new skills, they'll do fine. I'll stay out of your way and give you a few pointers. Let me know when you're ready. Let's start with the basics. There are two stances, Dual Fang and Viper. Dual Fang means wielding your two blades separately. Start by using either Steel Fangs or Dreadwings, then press the attack. To finish the sequence, switch back to Viper and hit him with Death Rattle. Bad at all. These techniques are the most important tools in your kit. Come over here and I'll tell you about something about attacking from the Dual Fang stance. It makes it obvious, like, which one the next one in the combo is. Time to practice your Dual Fang techniques. Start with an opener, follow with a second, then pick one of the 4 finishers. Flank Sting Strike, Flanks Bane Fang, Hind Sting Strike, or Hind's Bane Fang. As you can tell by their names, each finisher works best from a certain position, but don't worry about that for now, just give them all a try. job, Elita. It looks like you're getting the job. Job of the true blades. That roar just now, almost like it was telling them to clear out. I reckon there's a big old bastard waiting in the wings, and now it's sent tougher opposition. Lucky for you, I've just got the thing for dealing with lummoxes like them. I'll tell you all about it when you're ready. Alright, now for Viper stance. When you combine your two blades into one to deliver powerful strikes. Perfect for tough opponents. Open with Dread Winner. Transition into either Twin Fang Bite or Twin Blood Bite from Dual Fang stance. Alright, you got the hang of Viper, I'd say. Heh, and there it is. Still, you got all the tools you need at your disposal. Take it down the peg. You're done. No pushover without the rest. Show it what a Viper can do. Not bad at all. Those were just the basics, but your execution was mighty impressive. Since you've proven you won't be a liability, let me tell you about the tour of Vidal we're up against. We call it Sok Namang. It's an offshoot of the Barracks, a deadly jungle predator. And after a series of mutations, this one's grown huge wings. Worse yet, it's smart as a whip, and has a mean streak and a mile wide. After learning of the beast, Me and my most promising student set off to slay it. Facing it head-on seemed like suicide, so we laid an ambush. Almost worked, too. Almost. We thought we had it subdued, and made our approach to deliver the killing blow, but we'd underestimated the fiend's cunning nature. When we got close, it lashed out, lightning quick, before taking to the skies. I cradled my brother in arms as he breathed his last. Revenge is all I've been able to think about ever since. I travelled the length and breadth of Tural looking for that beast, with nothing to show for it but a half-dozen pairs of ruined boots. With each passing day I grew more and more desperate. That was until I met some folks who crossed salt. On trade ship from Ulda, they claimed they'd seen a huge winged creature flying eastwards over the ocean. Knowing how clever Zakmon is, I reckoned it has gone in search of new hunting grounds, somewhere without an established threat like us vipers. So I bought passage on a ship, and here I am. Little did I know Eorzea would be damn near as big as Tural. I'm a fish out of water, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Or that I'm going to need all the help I can get. That's where you come in. With you on my side, I might just stand a chance of avenging my fallen comrade. What do you say? Leave it to me. Thanks. That means a lot. Let's get back to Ulda and see if we can't find some clues as to Zakmon's whereabouts. Ha, that worked. Of course, there's new season gear. Coyote mount, a bomb parasol, and the presser identification key. I am not going to be playing Viper in the actual PvP though. Let's see. There we go, PvP. Set the hotbar. This is the way we get a quick half-level XP. Well, I tried to heal myself. I succeeded in keeping them occupied for a little while at least. Would have been nice if at least one of our other allies had come to help. That poor, struggling alliance member. The arrows are here, time to retreat. it too far out, people. Stay close so we can defend it. Come on, back to base, everyone. I at least held them off for as long as I could. There's one over here. Come on. Grab it before they come up. Yes, got it. Managed to at least keep it for a certain amount of time. Now we just need to keep that one that's optimal. And we should be good. Ah, no. Guys. Why you let Reds push us away? Tried to give us the extra little push. going to be a close call. It's between us and Reds, to be honest. Come on. 691, 696, 699, 700, yes! Viper has got an extra level of experience thanks to that. Let's see, what about my Chloe book? It would be Rival Wings, wouldn't it? So let's see. All of them are tanking meat. Let's not bother with that just now. As you saw at the Weavers Guild, chatting up folks ain't my strong suit. If you're happy to take lead, I'm happy to follow, at least for now. Think you could ask the locals if they've spotted any strange creatures flying around? As for me, I'll study your technique, see if I can brush up on my social graces and whatnot. It's not that I'm averse to chewing the fats with folks, but getting useful information out of them sometimes feels like drawing blood from a stone. Half the battle is choosing the right person to ask, I reckon. I'll watch how you pick him, see if I can do better when it's my turn.
A flying beast? Why yes, of late. We've had such and such a creature, more and more each day. We're looking into it ourselves, but we've been no reported attacks, nor can I provide a detailed description. As such, I can't say if it's the same one you're after. I wish I could be more assistance, but the eyewitness reports were not particularly informative.
Aha, we have points to look at. Yeah, when I was on the ship here, I heard about this hunt your local companies seem to be running. We got a system like that back in Tural too, mainly for dealing with the Tural Vidral. Naturally, the bulk of the work was handled by Vipers, but ever since the Dawn Servant came to power, the scope's been expanded to cover a wider range of threats. These days, pretty much anyone can take on the jobs, and there's no shortage of them all over. If you're ever in Tural, maybe you ought to give it a try. But this is something else. You know, to become a Viper, traditionally you gotta live in a remote village in the mountains, where you learn all you can about the habits of various beasts. Ain't much else to do out there, so any time you get to yourself, you're expected to spend honing your skills. Once training's done, you're free to roam wherever you please. There ain't many Tural Vidral that need hunting, but they can spring up pretty much anywhere in Tural, so many say it's good to keep in the move. Me though, I choose to stick around even after I finished my training. Gave me a chance to work through my swordsmanship, and instead of going out looking for work, folks came straight to us asking for help. That's how I got complacent, and fell into the habit of letting my elders and students do all the talking and negotiating with outsiders. Even my passage here was arranged by an acquaintance.
What? A winged creature? I've only heard the rumors. They say it was a dozen faces, ringed with red, wriggling tentacles, and it shoots beams of light from its eyes. Of course, it's all too common for those with more money than sense to bring in bizarre species from distant lands. And the trouble is with rumors is that they grow ever more fanciful with each retelling.
Oh, darned if I know how you did it, but you and your silver tongue got useful information out of folks. Even if none of it amounted to a solid lead, the knowledge that Ixox Yaman hasn't kicked up a proper fuss yet is a clue in itself. I reckon it's taken its time getting the lie of the land, having only just arrived here. Alright, now I've seen a master at work, I'm going to try my hand at talking to the locals.
The best way to learn is by doing.
Couldn't agree more. Besides, I've faced meaner foes than a few tight-lipped city folk. And if I can make a fool of myself, so what? I'll just ask someone else. And it just so happens I brought with me a whole bunch of herbs and knickknacks from back home that I can sell to keep myself fed. It might take a while to find any solid leads, but at least I can get by for the time being.
So those are the ones who slew my pets. Interlopers on the hunt for my next darling prize. Little do they know it's lost interest in Thanalan. Heh, just as well. Its fickle nature may yet bring us greater delights. I wouldn't put too much faith in hearsay if I were you, but I suppose even exaggerated rumors of a flying creature are of some use to you, yes?
I'll be doing my damnedest to get more information. Might take a while though, so come see me later, and don't forget to practice your Viper techniques.
So, level 83 is the next Viper quest. Anything interesting in Duty Finder? Let's see if that is going to pop. No. That might pop. Alright, so next stop, Gridania. I have a whole bunch of these to use up. I'm guessing around here. Oh no, over there. The cheerless hearer is at the end of his tether. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Forget my rambling, but please tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. I haven't. Is something amiss? Well, I should warn you that a Moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. The pumped pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavour. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You're an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you'd be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. You don't even know who I am? Come on, I saved Eorzea. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort. I suspect he's still loitering in the Aetheryte Plaza. If my tale has piqued your interest. Of all the heroes, why must I contend with this mountain of complaints? You there, Kupo. Would you like to do some? How would you like to do some painting? No ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. Oh, Koopy Nuts, why won't anyone give me a chance? You could do so much good with the power of pictomancy. I might be interested in learning more about pictomancy.
Oh, what did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about pictomancy? Truly? Hooray! Hooray! The name's Kupo. I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am the inheritor of a Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the dusk of the 5th Astral Era. While some other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as black and white, are expressions of the caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in the mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know, and that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. A gifted artist as well as a mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff and wielded ether-like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way, Pictomancy was born. A magical discipline unlike any other, Kupo. Now, Realm was a charitable soul and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of Magi, Realm travelled the lands, saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. So, how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm Reborn? Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require you to attend a job interview. Seek me out at the Caroline Canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest, Pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cosy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits, except that I don't have a cosy little hovel, or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of an itinerant Moogle. Kupo. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits, but we can avail ourselves of a table. Do 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 do. Ahem! By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced, Kupo. Let's begin with the basics. Might I have your full name? I'm Elita Draconia. Tis a fine name. Well met, Elita Draconia. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? Defender of the weak and champion of the realm. Oh, to declare it with such pride, you must be motivated to help others indeed. You've the ideal temperament for a Pictomancer, Kupo. And moving on to the next question, how would you rate your artistic abilities? Above average, perhaps. That's just fine, Kupo. For a Pictomancer's most vital asset isn't their artistic skill, but their vivid imagination. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Moogle. Fluffiness and fun. Ah, yes, from the fluffy fur to the merry mannerisms, I can fairly see the Moogle in your mind wheeling whimsically in the air. Yours is a rich imagination, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble. What do you do? Speak with them first to gauge the problem. That is indeed a prudent approach, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example of when you approached a soul in distress? Come again? A hero who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy peaches? Oh dear. That's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are wont to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I'm thrilled to report you have passed my interview with flying colours, Kupo. I am certain you will bear our legacy admirably. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage, too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if... Right, so
we're going to get to see Pictomancer, Viper, fighting in combat properly now. Oh, nice.